Mike Ashley's 14-year ownership of Newcastle United has finally come to an end, and now it's Saudi Arabia that's going to take over Newcastle United. It's a very good news for Newcastle fans, but when it comes to other clubs, other rival fans, it's not a very good news. We are going to talk every little detail about this takeover of Newcastle United by the Saudi Arabia and how it happened. What was the problem that it did not happen last year in April when there were talks of it happening? We're going to discuss everything here and how Qatar is so important to discuss in a discussion of Newcastle United. Let's get into the history first. Now, what is the significance of Qatar in a deal related to Saudi Arabia? Now, let me tell you one thing, that Qatar and Saudi Arabia do not really have very good relations. And in 2017, Saudi Arabia led an Arab transport blockade against Qatar, mostly to punish them for their ties with radical Islamist groups. And also one of the major reasons was to put pressure on Qatar into reducing their economic and diplomatic ties with Iran. Now, Iran is the biggest rival of Saudi Arabia in Middle East. Also, there were 4 other Middle East countries that had cut ties with Qatar then. That was UAE, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia and Egypt. So what Saudi Arabia did was they put some bans on Qatar. Like Al Jazeera, the news channel, was banned. Also, the beIN Sports network, it won't be allowed to broadcast in Saudi Arabia. Now, that happened back in 2017. Now, what is the interesting thing to remember here in this whole process is that beIN Sports network is the legitimate Premier League broadcast partner in Middle East and North African regions. beIN Sports network is run by a Qatar-based company, which is why Saudi Arabia had put a ban on it back in 2017. Last year, Saudi Arabia had put a permanent ban on beIN Sports network from broadcasting anything in Saudi Arabia. Now listen, if there is one thing that is clear in this whole scenario is that it was impossible for Premier League to accept a Saudi-backed deal or maybe a takeover of a Premier League club, that is Newcastle United, when they were in conflict with one of the main broadcast partners of Premier League, and that is beIN Sports Network. Premier League could never accept it. You know why? Because last year in December, there was a 3-year contract extension for beIN Sports Network for broadcasting for 3 more years. It was impossible for Premier League to accept this deal. No way. This Newcastle United takeover did not happen overnight because the talks were going on since past 18 months. £305 million deal fell through last year in April 2020 just because they had put a ban on beIN Sports Network, and also Saudi Arabia was running pirate websites in their region, which will obviously cost a lot of money for beIN Sports Network because one of their primary audience was Saudi Arabia, which ultimately is going to cost Premier League. So that is why there was no way that this deal could go through last year in April 2020, and Saudi Arabia had to lift the ban so that this deal could go through. Because of this 4.5-year ban on beIN Sports Network, there was a court case by beIN Sports Network against Saudi Arabia under international arbitration rules, claiming damages more than $1 billion. Now, this Newcastle United takeover by Saudi Arabia can resolve 3 major issues here. Number 1 is that piracy operation will be turned off in Saudi Arabia. Number 2 is that the ban on beIN Sports Network will be finally lifted. Number 3 is that settlement of $1 billion arbitration case might get solved. This takeover of Newcastle United would involve Saudi Arabia's public investment fund controlling almost 80% stake in the club. This deal is being criticized on the grounds of Saudi Arabia's human rights record, and Amnesty International is not very happy with this deal and questioned Premier League about it, but Premier League had no answer. Let's just talk about the effects of this takeover and what we can expect from Premier League now. Listen to this. In 2003, when Roman Abramovich took over Chelsea, the number of trophies that were won by Chelsea before the takeover and after the takeover is huge. If I can just mention some of the trophies, then Chelsea won just 1 league title before the takeover, and after the takeover, they won 5 league titles. Then Champions League trophy, Chelsea had never won it before the takeover, now they have 2. And we can see a similar pattern with Manchester City when Sheikh Mansour took over Manchester City back in 2008. Now, does this mean that more money is directly proportional to more trophies? Maybe, maybe not. It definitely gets easier when you have more resources, when you can spend big bucks on the best manager out there. The best players would want to play for your club when you can pay big. So I think obviously money is going to be a major factor in coming years of Premier League. If you have money, you're going to spend it. I have nothing against clubs spending money because if your owners have it, you will obviously spend it. Nothing wrong with that. The major competition is going to be between the clubs that can spend money rather than having a fair competition between all the clubs that can, compete in the Premier League. Definitely the effect on Premier League is going to be huge. I'm not saying that if you have money only then that you can win the trophies. Leicester City proved us wrong, but there might be very few and cannot happen every year, because it's very difficult to compete with the clubs that have a lot of resources than the ones that don't. But yeah, this is what it is now, and that is how the new football is going to be. So Newcastle United is going to be in top 4 in coming years, and that is going to happen because they can afford it and they can spend big bucks on transfer market. They can do that, and that is going to happen, and that is how the game is going to change. That is how the things are going to change now for Newcastle United. It's very good for the club, obviously. Like I said before, it's very good for the fans and the club really to get over that Mike Ashley's 14-year ownership of this club. But when it comes to the overall scenario of football, I don't know what to say. Maybe we are yet to see that what happens in coming 5 to 6 years, if we can see Newcastle United always in that top 4 race or not. Let's see if that happens or not. I hope I covered all the points in the deal that happened last night of Saudi Arabia taking over Newcastle United. I hope you like this video. Do comment below what do you think about this deal. I would love to know what do you think about it. That's it from me today. Please like, subscribe, share and hit that bell icon so you never miss a video from me. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.